welcome to my channel. Today we're going to get right into the weekly general outlook for March 15th to the 22nd for the sign of Cancer. Before we get into it though, I'm going to remind you all that I'm giving away the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Deck and Guidebook this month. Beautiful animal spirit deck. It's a really nice thick box. You get like the cards and the guide and everything. It's really nice. And this is the animal spirit deck that I use all the time for my weeklies and my intensive monthlies, right? It's my go-to deck. So anyway, in order to be in the drawing for that, all you have to do is be a subscriber and just leave me a comment and let me know that you want to be in the drawing so that I can give it away to somebody who actually wants the deck, right? I don't want to just give it to someone who who doesn't want to actually work with tarot. They may like watching the tarot readings, right? But they may not like, they may not be interested in working with the decks themselves. And so I'd rather just give it to somebody who is definitely interested. So just comment me and then you're in the drawing. And of course, be subscribed. So Cancer, let's pull out your romance angel messages for this coming week, just to see what they have to say for you. And then we're going to pull out those animal spirits and your traditional reading. All right, guys, here we go. You have for this week playfulness, recapturing romance, being playful, flirting, reconciliation. So someone from your past is returning. And we have stay optimistic about your love life. So positive thinking will bring you the romance you've been waiting for, right? The faith. All right. Well, let's just see, Cancer. We're going to pull out your animal spirit now and see what your animal spirits are for this week. Now, animal spirits can come in a lot of different ways. They can come in the form of experiences or people, stages in your life. They can be energies that are becoming available to you during a particular period in your life to help you through something. All right, so let's check it out for you guys for this period. Cancer. All right, we have straight out the dolphin. Wow. So this is the third reading out of 4 that the dolphin has shown up. So it's interesting. I knew this was going to happen. The tarantula also coming out again this week for someone, talking about crossroads. And we have the frog. I love this one. The water energy of the frog, bringing cleansing and purification. Wow. So a couple of these animal spirits have already shown up for other readings. So this is a trend now for readings, at least so far this week for my collective, a lot of healing and a lot of major decisions to be made this week for you all. Dolphin talks about healing. This is the animal spirit, the highest animal spirit in the deck for healing emotionally, healing physically, healing psychically, right? The dolphin talks about this high level of empathy. Of course, it's associated with water energy. So this is someone who's extremely sensitive, able to exchange their feelings with you. They're able to understand feelings. They're emotionally sort of healthy. This is someone who knows how to forgive and teach you how to forgive. And they just have an innate sensibility about healing. This can also just be an energy coming into your life, Cancer, where certain experiences that you're having or certain events that are coming in are serving to heal you from things that have really been bothering you for quite some time. You may be finding now is the time that you're letting go. You finally have thought about it long enough, you thought about it deep enough that it doesn't bother you, that you started to really integrate why certain things have had to happen. This is the first step to healing. The energy around you right now seems to be very sympathetic to you or sort of supportive for you. This can happen in terms of the way your life is going. It can just be your experience that tends to make you feel like you're suddenly supported by the divine. Or it could be someone who is coming in who will help you heal, either by being around them, by experiencing them, by communicating with them, or by being friends with them, etc. This could be indeed a healer where you go to a healer that you've actually booked or scheduled time with, right? All the different forms, but this is very positive. Now, the tarantula is associated with fire energy. And this is interesting. This card has also come out now, I believe, 2 or 3 times for these readings this week, right? And the tarantula is associated with coming to a crossroads in your life, right? If you ever see a tarantula in the wild, the way they move, they're very, very slow creatures when they want to be. Extremely slow. And in general, they have this very patient I want to say methodical and very intentionally thought out way of moving, right? They really are very careful where they put every step. And it just seems like this is the energy, of course, when it's that you need to have whenever you are at a crossroads in your life, because you have to be very careful about the next steps that you're making. And this is sort of the fire energy of the tarantula. This is the anxiety, not the anxiety, but sort of the suspense as well, right? Spiders, when you think of spiders, especially tarantulas, we're not just talking about spiders. And if I did say spider, I mean tarantula, and I misspoke. But we're talking about tarantulas here. Tarantulas are the type of spiders that give you that sort of, whew, that gasp, you know? Even if they don't move fast, they send this chill up your spine. And so there's also this feeling, there's an electric feeling in the air right now when you're dealing with the spirit of the tarantula, that like any move is going to be, you know, the move of the rest of your life, right? Sometimes you may find a physical manifestation. Sometimes of this could be tingling in the palms or the feet. You may notice something like that as well. So this is a very interesting time right now where you would be really careful about the next decision, because you are definitely at a crossroads, and the next decision that you make is going to be extremely impactful on your life. Now, the frog is coming in also with water energy. And water energy in a sense of cleansing and purification. The frog is the card for cleansing waters. He's the great rainmaker. And in a lot of ways, he also comes with a feeling, with an energy that works towards healing. He brings the cleansing, though. This is very specific, the water. So it's like just getting rid of the muck, getting rid of the dirtiness, getting rid of negative energy, right? Getting rid of dirty energy, right? That has become mixed up with other people's energy. So just literally cleansing your aura, cleaning your energy, cleaning your thought patterns and your emotions, right? Getting rid of things like jealousy, right? Overcoming jealousy, increasing your self-confidence. This is a way of cleansing your heart, right? When your heart starts to become consumed with jealousy or spite or envy or anger. These are all very negative emotions, and this can cloud the heart and basically muddy up the heart. So we're talking about cleansing the heart. So something comes in and it helps you sort of to get rid of that, right? And generally it's emotionals, right? It's emotional understanding. It's emotional communication. It's somebody else understanding you that helps you to get rid of that. And this is what we mean by bringing the rain with the frog. They have this way of bringing the right emotions that help cleanse you of the darker emotions in yourself. And this goes hand in hand with healing. All right, Cancer, we're going to pull out your 3 card spreads for the week. Let's see where you're at. Got some strong animal spirits coming in. It's interesting, whenever I get a weekly where some of the animal spirits are really sort of doubling up, showing up for each and every reading. It's an interesting week because it just means that my collective as a whole are going to be experiencing a lot of synergy and interconnectedness with each other out there in the world when they're talking and experiencing each other. A lot of these experiences are going to go across the board for everyone in some way or form, right? All right, here we go. First spread for you, Cancer. We have 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, and we have the 10 of Wands. So 9 of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards. This is the card for the person who's extremely ambitious. The person who is extremely sort of hardworking and career-minded, business-minded. This is the mogul. This is the person who runs their own sort of office, their own center, their own business. This is someone who works very hard to master certain skills in their lives, right? And so now they're beginning to see the rewards of it. This is just someone who, and I say they're highly ambitious and successful because they put so much energy into it that this person is generally someone who is alone or doesn't have enough time or energy to put into really broader, deeper connections, right? So generally, this is someone who is so independent that they are either single, or if they are dating people, they're dating multiple people, right? But they're not sort of tied down generally and sort of connected to someone like married or just tied down in a family setting. They can be with people, they can have relations with people, but they're very far and few between, excuse me. And so some of you are resonating with this energy. Nine of Pentacles is also a little bit of a hermited energy in a lot of ways. It's kind of compatible with you, Cancer, but nevertheless, this is very sort of it's a good time for someone who's ambitious. This is a really great time for you because you're getting a lot of reward coming in, a lot of abundance coming in. You know, Nine of Pentacles indicates a lot starting to ramp up and come in for you as a result of all of this hard work and energy that you've put into this. So some of you are coming into the week resonating with this. You come up against the Three of Wands, which really forces you to feel like you're standing still and waiting for something else to come in. Three of Wands is the card for virtue and patience. And it usually indicates that life and somehow the energies in your life, the events in your life are orchestrating in such a way to slow you down, right? It's out of your hands, but it feels like you're being forced to slow down, whether it's in business or in your personal life. You're just being forced to not go as fast as you wanted to go with some of your plans and decisions. And this can be sort of other things outside of your control happening, you know, just like agreements or, you know, timing, or, you know, if you're trying to move, it can be noticed that you suddenly have to give extra notice. Like, it's just weird events and experiences that happen in your life that just serve to sort of slow the process down. And it can feel really frustrating when this happens for you. But for whatever reasons, try to stay calm at this time, because generally Three of Wands indicates that you have really important messages that are about to come your way. And you have to slow down in order to receive them. Right? So you're being forced to slow down so that you're kind of open to the information that's coming your way, right? So just try to stay calm. Eventually, this is going to lead to you being able to lay down some burdens. Ten of Wands. For some of you who have been carrying some unnecessary burdens, you're definitely, as a result of this, are going to finally be able to let some of that down. You're going to release some of that. You're going to feel much lighter and better and able to move forward. It could be that some of you have been successful, but some of your success has started to be pulled back by other events. And by the end of this period, whatever information comes into you is going to allow you to let go of all of that too. You're going to catapult forward with success. Because it's interesting that these wands would show up after a Pentacles, such a strong Pentacles card. It indicates that this definitely has something to do with your career or your business or your financial status. King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Five of Pentacles. More Pentacles energy. Some of you are coming in this week with a King of Pentacles. So you're resonating with a strong sense of authority right now in your career, your business. You may have already had this level of success, or you may be just now sort of coming into this status level. You may have been promoted in your job into a presidency position, vice presidency, manager, supervisor, right? Some position of authority further than where you were before, but generally quite high. In any case, King of Pentacles really indicates that you have arrived. You are at a level where you have a certain status. You've got certain experiences of success under your belt. You're doing quite well financially. And this week you're coming into something that is Ace of Wands. So you might be coming into a very new project or passion. And it feels interesting because it's like you round off the week with a Five of Pentacles. And it's like, I don't see you being the one to suddenly have to split and be like, you know, falling into Five of Pentacles. I think this new passion coming into your life has something to do with those who are suffering, those who are poverty-stricken, those who have been marginalized. And somehow this is for someone who's going to perhaps develop a new passion in their lives for humanitarian work. For altruistic, you know, events and sort of objectives, right? For someone who's going to want to be charitable. And suddenly you're getting into this. Some of you may have a lot of financial abundance here with this King of Pentacles. And it's something quite new for you for some reason. It may just be that you didn't have the money for it before. You just weren't open, or you just didn't have the time to think about it. You may have been spending quite a long time building your business, you know, but whatever the case may be, this is a reading for a Cancer who is definitely in a very good position financially, and for whatever reason suddenly finds a passion to work with a particular group of people in society who are marginalized in some way, whatever that way may be, whether they are, whatever the cause is, it's a charitable cause, and there's a Cancer out there about to jump into that, and it's going to be a positive thing. This will be a very good thing for them, but it's an interesting change that suddenly is going to happen this week. This is your last spread, Cancer. Ace of Cups, Page of Swords and Two of Cups. All right. Well, some of you are coming into this week with a new love connection, right? You're suddenly finding yourself falling in love with someone. Or you've had a new love connection for quite some time and you're thinking about it this week. You're coming into the week and you're met with a Page of Swords, and that's a real feeling of wanting to be positive. For some of you, you may not have been positive before in this situation, but when we look at the animal spirits, when we look at the fact that healing and cleansing and just the romance angel messages of reconciliation and staying optimistic, some of you are following that. You know, you're healing from past sort of behavior patterns. And this week, Page of Swords is all about you really sort of saying positive things to yourself, not believing sort of self-doubt or believing others who may make you or want to make you doubt yourself. You're like, kind of like, look, I feel confident about this connection. You know, I'm not going to be all like in my head about it or feeling like, you know, pessimistic about it. And sure enough, by the end of the week, you round off with Two of Cups. This love and connection that you have with somebody is reaffirmed in real life with them, and they sort of exchange their cup of love with you in a really balanced way. Two of Cups is when two people like see each other, right? That's, you know, it's that you see each other and you're like, yeah, we like each other. We want to be together. It's that, you know, it's the coming together of the two of you. It's that moment that you decide to be boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever, you know, you decide to have with someone. Sometimes it can indicate getting married. That will be even a heavier card sometimes, or that will come up with other cards. But certainly Two of Cups is a decision between the two of you, a mutual decision to come together and to be together. So this is very, very sweet. And this comes after you've been very, very optimistic. And I think this is just a reading for a Cancer out there that's probably been quite pessimistic in the past. And this is just needed to come up to sort of give you a little bit of a confidence booster that things are definitely going to work out for you this week. Certainly if you're going through also these other animal spirits that can sort of reaffirm or sort of, I want to say, clarify the situation. All right, guys, this is your reading for March 15th to the 22nd for the sign of Cancer. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and share. Check out your other readings in the description. Comment below if you're going through any of this. I love ending on a sweet reading like that. Don't forget to let me know if you're interested in being in the drawing for the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Deck and Guidebook. But for right now, my lovely Cancers, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week for your general outlook. Bye-bye now.